Okay children, let's look question number 15 from the NCERT textbook, exercise 9.1, which says, a straight highway leads to the foot of a tower. A man standing at the top of the tower observes a car at an angle of depression of 30 degrees, which is approaching the foot of the tower with uniform speed. The speed is uniform. 6 seconds later, the angle of depression of the car is found to be 60 degrees. We need to find the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the tower from this point, from the second point. Okay, let's see how we can draw the figure. Ground. Let this be the tower. Right, we'll consider this to be the tower. And this will be the perpendicular, right? From there, a man sees a car approaching. The car is approaching the tower, right? So, okay, again we are talking about angle of depression, so we need the horizontal at the eye level of the person standing here, right? So, we need the horizontal, which is going to be parallel to the base. From here, the angle of depression. The angle of depression is the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal. So this angle of depression initially was 30 degrees. See, the angle of depression was 30 degrees. And the car is approaching. The car is moving in this direction, right? The car is moving towards the foot of the tower. 6 seconds later, the car has reached a point where now what has happened? The angle of depression has changed. Now the angle of depression is 30 degrees, 60 degrees, I'm sorry. Initially it was 30. Now the angle of depression has changed to 60 degrees. And this distance is travelled in a time of 6 seconds. We are not asked this time, we are not asked how much distance is the car to travel yet to reach, or what is the distance between the two positions. This time we are asked how much time is this car going to take to reach this point. So we need to find t over here. I hope the distance, and also if you see the information, nowhere is any measurement of the tower or the distance travelled has been mentioned. Right? So it's all going to be all assumptions. We'll say let this be x, h, let the height of the tower be h, let this distance be a and this be b. Likewise, let us name it as A, B, C, D and E. What will we start with? We'll say let AB be the building, let BC be the building. BC is the tower. C and D are, E is the initial position of car. And then D is the later position of car. Right? We need to find out the time taken by the car to travel from point D to point C. Right? We also know that the horizontals. Which are the two horizontals? Yes, AB is parallel to EC. These two horizontals are parallel, right? Therefore, angle ABE would be same as BEC, this angle, because they form alternate interior angles. This is 30, this is also 30. Likewise, we have angle ABD will be equal to BDC. Why? Again they form alternate interior angles. So we get that. Let us write it. We shall write here AB is parallel to EC, therefore angle ABE is equal to angle BEC is equal to 30 and angle ABD is equal to BDC is equal to 60, and the reason for both will be alternate interior angles. They form alternate interior angles. We start the same way. Irrespective of what is given, we know that we have two right angle triangles over here and they are BCD and BCA. So let us just start with that. We'll say in triangle BCA, BCE, it's BCE angle E is 30 and angle C is 90. We know we do not need the hypotenuse. By now we are very clear with it. Whenever we need the hypotenuse, we will go with sine. If the hypotenuse is not included, not involved, not us, we go with tan. So we have tan 30, tan E. Tan of angle E is the opposite side BC upon the adjacent side EC. E is 30, BC is H and EC over here is A plus B. So from here we write tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is H upon A plus B, and we can say that A plus B is nothing but H times root 3 when we simplify by cross multiplying. The second triangle that we see is in triangle BCD. We know that angle B is 60, angle C is 90. So this time we are going to go with tan D. Tan of angle D is opposite side BC upon the adjacent side CD. Angle D has an angle of 60 degrees. BC is H and CD this time is A. We have root 3 is H upon A. So we get what? A root 3 is H. Right? Let me call this as 1 and let me call this as 2. Third part we write. But we know from 1 and 2, we are going to say that A plus B is H root 3 and H is A root 3. So in place of H I write A root 3 into 3. So we get A plus B is 3A because root 3 into root 3 is 3. So we get B is 2A. Rather I can say A is half of B. Correct? That means we got over here that distance traveled, distance between D and C is half of the distance ED. Later is just simple unitary method we can do. We can say when the distance is B, when the distance traveled was B, we took time which was 6 seconds. Now for A, which is B by 2, distance A is nothing but B by 2. How much is the time taken? We need to just cross multiply. We get 6 into B by 2. And that is how we get that the time taken for the car to reach from point D to point C is 3 seconds. Why 3 seconds? Because the distance is half of CD and the speed is uniform. The speed is not changing. I hope it is clear.